I know your life is as busy as mine is, but we still want a home that gives us a sense of calm, a space that supports and energizes us. That really is possible with small, simple changes that make a huge difference. In just a few minutes a day, you can start transforming your space into a place of peace and productivity. I want to help you clear the clutter, regain control, and focus on what truly matters with these simple, practical, and achievable steps. Are you ready? I am, so let's go. Hi, I'm Susan Santoro, a professional organizer at Organized 31 and a mother of 3. I help busy people make the space and time for what's most important to them. I focus on simple, budget-friendly ideas that really work. Thanks to the military, I've moved more than 25 times across the country and around the world. Because of those frequent moves and a husband that was often deployed, I developed organizing techniques that really work and are also easy to incorporate into my family's very busy life. As a professional organizer, I truly believe that life is chaotic enough, and so organizing should be simple and easy to do. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by clutter or struggled to find things that you needed, you are not alone. Disorganization can add stress to our daily lives, create tension in our relationships, and even cost us time and money. The good news is today I'm sharing small, simple steps that lead to big change. An organized space gives you a sense of calm and control and allows you to focus on whatever truly matters to you. Organizing is not just about having a tidy home. It's about creating a space that allows you to thrive and create your best life. When it comes to organizing, many people think it has to be a huge, time-consuming, overwhelming, expensive project. When you do that and overcomplicate the process, it often leads to procrastination. The reality is, organizing doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be functional and sustainable for you and your family. Another way people overcomplicate is by trying to tackle everything all at once, instead of focusing on small, manageable steps. Remember, our goal is not perfection, it's progress. By breaking things down into small, sustainable tasks, you can simplify the process and start seeing results right away. This motivates you to continue until the large project is entirely complete. Now that we're on the same page about why organizing matters and how to avoid overcomplicating the process, let's shift and focus on taking action. To make organizing as straightforward as possible, I focus on 5 foundational rules. These are not rigid steps that you have to follow. They're guiding principles designed to be practical, flexible, and achievable, no matter how busy or overwhelmed you feel. We'll go through and discuss each principle, and I'll give you examples of how to apply each one. And I'm talking about simple examples that you can start implementing today. The first rule of organizing is to declutter before you start to organize. If you try to start first by organizing before decluttering, you won't achieve optimal results, and you'll most likely get discouraged or not create an organizing system that's going to work best for you and your space. And why is that? It's because if you organize clutter, you're simply organizing the chaos. When you declutter first, you identify the items to keep and the items to let go. This ensures that when you do organize, you're only organizing the items that you need, truly love, and are going to keep. Decluttering first allows you to let go of the excess and let go of the chaos. So here are some practical ways to implement this first rule. Tidy as you go. Whether it's picking up items in the living room at the end of the day or putting away dishes after a meal, the small, consistent efforts add up over time. Every time you get up or go to another room, take an item with you and put it where it belongs, whether that's trash that needs to be thrown away or an item that needs to be returned to where it belongs. One of my favorite ideas is declutter 5 items a week. Every time you open a drawer or a closet or a cabinet, make it a habit to look at the items there quickly and look for an item that you don't need or want and remove it from the space. That should take you 10 to 30 seconds at most. It's a small, manageable task that you can include in your daily routine, and it doesn't add any extra time or take take really any extra effort, but over time, it creates a steady stream of progress. If you declutter 5 items a week, at the end of the year, you will have decluttered 260 different things, and it didn't take you any extra time or effort. Let's say that you have 4 family members, and if you have each family member work on decluttering 5 items a week, at the end of the year, together you've decluttered 1,040 items. That's powerful. Have you heard of the turn your hangers backwards trick? This idea has worked really well for many of my clients when it comes to decluttering clothes. I've got a super easy trick for you that will help you clear out the clutter without all the hassle. Decluttering your closet can't be any easier than this. Turn all your hangers backwards like this. Then whenever you wear something, hang it back up with the hanger facing the right way. Over time, you'll see exactly what you're wearing and what's just taking up space. No complicated sorting or tough decisions, and it takes very little time. You naturally declutter with this simple hack. It's almost effortless. Remember, it's not about drastic changes. It's about making small improvements that add up. Decluttering doesn't have to be stressful. Just start with one simple change and watch your closet transform. At the end of the season, you simply review all the hangers that are hung backwards, and you'll be able to quickly identify items that are good candidates for being decluttered. A fourth tip is to simply place a donation box or bag in every closet in your home for items that you no longer need or want. Rather than just putting it back on the hanger or the shelf, you simply take it and put it in the box. No more putting things back that you don't want or need because you're not sure what to do with them. You simply toss them in your donation box. When the box is full, take it and donate it to charity. This keeps the donation process ongoing and almost effortless. When you declutter before organizing, you set yourself up for success. The second rule is to recognize limits. Every space and every lifestyle has boundaries. For example, the size of your house is a limit. You cannot put the belongings of a 2,500 square foot home into a 1,000 square foot home and have it be a comfortable, functioning home. The size of your closet is a limit. You can't put the contents of a room-sized walk-in closet into a small wall closet. You can only fit into a space what will fit into a space. No amount of magic organizing is going to make too many things fit and function in a smaller space. When you recognize the limits of a space, it helps you maintain control and create a livable space rather than an overstuffed storage unit. You prioritize what truly matters and what is truly needed and eliminate the excess that is simply disrupting your life and cluttering your space. So here are 4 practical ways to put this rule into action. The 1 in, 1 out rule. This is a great tip for when you're starting to declutter and organize your space, and it really takes no effort. Do not bring more items into your home. So that means for every new item you bring into your home, then you need to remove 1. So for example, if you buy a new pair of shoes, you need to find 1 to donate or remove. This keeps your existing space from becoming more cluttered and overcrowded, and it ensures that your number of belongings stay manageable while you're working on your organizing process or maintaining your organized home. The second tip that can be life-changing is the 20-20 rule. This helps particularly if you find that you're holding on to an item because you tell yourself, I might need this in the future. I don't want to let it go, even though I'm not using it now. I'm going to hold on to it just in case I need it in the future. With the 20-20 rule, you ask yourself, could I replace this item in 20 minutes and for $20 or less? If the answer to both of these questions are yes, then you can let the item go because it won't be that expensive or too difficult for you to replace it if you find that you do need it in the future. And with the 20-20 rule, given your own particular circumstances in life, you set the limits. You can make it the 10-10 rule, you can make it the 50-50 rule, but use this idea to help you declutter those items that you find you're holding on to for those I don't need them now, but I'm afraid I might need them in the future situations. Another effortless idea is to have a month of no shopping. Take a break from shopping for anything that's not essential for 1 month. Just 1 month. This practice helps you become mindful of what you already have and prevents more unnecessary items from entering your home. Use the time and money that you would have spent just buying more stuff and instead enjoy that with your family or friends or an activity. This can be a powerful tool and a great way to take the focus off of things and change and put the focus on activities and spending time together with people that we care about. The fourth idea can be life-changing. Horizontal surfaces are not for storage. Flat surfaces like tables, countertops, and desks tend to attract clutter. This can also include the floor. Keep in mind that horizontal surfaces are work surfaces. The floor is meant for you to be able to walk around your home. The counter is meant for you to be able to prepare food. The desk is meant for you to be able to work on. These horizontal surfaces are meant for work and not for storing clutter. Make a commitment to keep these horizontal surfaces clear so that they can be used for their intended purpose. When you see a horizontal surface starting to become cluttered, it's a visual cue for you to reset and remove that clutter. When you recognize and establish limits, you create a framework that keeps your organizing efforts sustainable. The third rule is the 1-minute rule, and it's a straightforward idea. If a task takes 1 to 2 minutes to accomplish, then do it now. Do not put it off. This very simple rule can be a game changer when it comes to dealing with clutter and staying organized. By tackling small steps immediately when it really does take just 1 to 2 minutes to accomplish them, you prevent them from piling up and becoming overwhelming. I have 4 easy ways that you can implement the 1-minute rule. Thin out or declutter the mail as soon as you bring it into your home. Instead of letting the mail pile up and become clutter on your counter, take just a minute to sort through it as soon as you bring it into the home. Immediately toss away junk mail and any extra envelopes or flyers and place the items that need action, like bills, in a designated area. No more piling it on the counter until it builds up, is overflowing, and becomes overwhelming. I've been doing this for decades in my home, and I can tell you it truly takes 1 to 2 minutes to reduce that large pile of mail to just a couple of items that need action. The second 1-minute tip is to tidy your car when you exit it. Take just a moment to remove any trash or items that don't belong in the car. With very little effort, this keeps your car clean and prevents items from accumulating in your car. It also prevents that mad scramble late at night or early in the morning when you're frantically running around searching for the missing coat or missing shoes to later find out they had been left in the car. So take 1 minute every time you leave the car to tidy it. The third tip is going to save you money and help keep clutter from building up. And that is add clear expiration dates to products when you bring them home from the store. Whenever you purchase items like pantry items, personal care like soap or shampoo, or beauty items, use a marker or a sticker to clearly mark the expiration date of that item. We've all spent way too much time searching, trying to find wherever they've hidden the expiration date on products we've purchased. When you make it easy to see the expiration date, it helps you use the item before it expires. As a professional organizer, seeing items that are decades past their expiration date, they've been taking up space and creating clutter that was unnecessary. And it was simply because it was difficult to see the expiration date. Take just seconds when you bring the items home from the store, and it will make it easier to not waste items by letting them expire and to prevent clutter from building up. And lastly, declutter your phone while you're waiting. Use idle moments like waiting in line or for an appointment to delete old emails, apps, photos, anything on your phone that you no longer need. It's a productive way to use those minutes that would otherwise be wasted. The 1-minute rule is all about quick wins. These small, simple actions can have a big impact over time, helping you maintain an organized and clutter-free environment over time. The fourth rule emphasizes breaking down large projects into small, manageable blocks of time. With large projects, they can just feel so overwhelming that we simply don't get started. Breaking the large project down into smaller, manageable tasks makes the project much more approachable, and you can sustain your effort over time. Here are 4 ways that you can use this rule to help you in your home. You can break large projects down into daily or weekly tasks. For example, you can schedule 15 minutes every day to work on the project, or maybe you'd prefer to do 2 or 3 hours on the weekend. Choose a schedule that works best for you, your energy level, and your lifestyle. When you break the project down, this allows steady progress that quickly moves you towards completion of the project without feeling overwhelmed. Don't put those big projects off waiting for some time when you have a lot of time and energy to devote to them. Instead, schedule small pockets of time now and get started and work on it consistently, and before you know it, you will have completed it. Try organizing your pantry, refrigerator, or freezer while you're waiting and doing other tasks in the kitchen. Use small moments like while you're waiting for water to boil or for the microwave to finish to organize a small section of your pantry or refrigerator in just a couple of minutes. These quick bursts of organizing really do make a big difference over time in your kitchen. So put down the screen and use that time to organize your kitchen. Next, use simple folding techniques for your clothes, towels, or linens. I love to watch videos of those complicated, fancy folding techniques as much as the next person. But I live in real life and it's a busy life. If you're busy too, it's okay to choose simple folding techniques that save time and are more likely to be maintained. The goal is to minimize wrinkles, so find what works best for you and your busy schedule. And finally, label with simple labels. They work just as well. Labels make it easy for everyone in your home to know where things belong, and this saves time and helps prevent clutter from reappearing. But let me stress this, labels don't have to be fancy or expensive. You can use masking tape or painter's tape and a marker. Use a colorful marker and make it pretty. You can also find label templates online and print them off quickly for just pennies from your home computer. You can use packing tape or double stick tape to attach them to your bin or shelf. When labels are easy to create, it means that you're going to actually make them and use them, and that keeps your home organized. When you work on projects in small, manageable blocks of time, you create momentum and make consistent progress. This rule helps you stay organized without the stress of feeling like everything has to be done at once. And this allows you to accomplish your organizing goals even when your life is crazy busy. The fifth and perhaps most important rule is to make organizing systems easy to use and to maintain. Even the best organizing solutions are going to fail if they're too complicated or hard to keep up with. And since these are your organizing systems, they must be easy for you and your family to use. If the system doesn't work, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It means that there's something wrong with that system for you. So here are 3 ways to make sure that your organizing systems are simple and effective. 1, hang it up. Use hooks or hangers to store items whenever possible, from coats to bags to keys or accessories. Hanging items up makes them easy to access, keeps horizontal surfaces clear, and the items are easier to find than when they're laid down or piled up. And if you're a renter or are hesitant to install permanent hooks, you can use command hooks or other types of temporary hangers. Having children put items away on hooks is often more successful than having them open a drawer or a closet or fold items. So if you're having trouble with items not being put away, consider whether using a hook and hanging them up would solve the problem for you. My second tip for you is don't fold clothes that don't need it. The purpose of folding clothes is to keep them wrinkle-free and neatly organized for your convenience. If folding items is a hurdle for you, there are plenty of clothing items that don't need to be folded. Think of things that don't wrinkle, things like underwear, socks, casual workout clothes, leggings. It's okay if you skip folding these items if that'll work better for you. And it's also okay to simply toss them into a bin or toss them into a drawer if that's going to work better for you. And yes, as a professional organizer, I'm here to tell you that is organized too. If it saves you time and makes it easier for you to put those things away, then you're more likely to do it and maintain it. And that's what organization is, that items have a place where they belong and that they're put away, and it makes it easier for you to find them when you need them. And the third, let's make life easier tip is to plan for tomorrow. Take 1 to 5 minutes at the end of each day to plan and prepare for the next. Do things like lay out clothes, pack lunches, gather items that are needed for appointments, anything that's going to make the next morning and the next day work better for you. When you're in the habit of gathering items and preparing for the next day, you're going to find that muddy uniform that needs to be washed for tomorrow's game the night before when you still have time to take care of it, rather than the day of when you're in a rush and and there's nothing you can do about it. Just a little preparation each night can make mornings much smoother, less stressful, and can set you up for success. When you choose organizing that works seamlessly with your daily routine, you're creating an environment that's not just organized, but it's easy to maintain. Let's be honest, if it's complicated, you're not going to use it. So let's let go of those Pinterest and YouTube ideas and figure out what's really going to work for your busy family in your life. Getting started is often the hardest part, but I'm going to give you 3 steps that will take minutes to do to get you started today. The first one is to create a donation box. Use a box, a bin, or a bag and place it in a visible location in your closet. Next, I want you to practice looking for items to declutter. As you're preparing dinner tonight, look every time you open a drawer, a cabinet, or the refrigerator for one item that can be decluttered. Continue practicing as you get ready for bed. And your third step to implement today is to plan for tomorrow. Tonight, take a few minutes to prepare. Anything that you can do tonight that will make tomorrow start off calmer and set you up for success. Now that you've got these 5 foundational rules and all the actionable steps in hand, I want to share a special gift with you. This is my free Decluttering That Really Works for Busy Moms workbook, and I created it specifically for busy people like you. The workbook is packed with practical tips, simple strategies, and motivation that work in real life. I've included motivational exercises to clarify why decluttering matters for you and your family. Decluttering techniques tailored to your lifestyle. Also, there's a ready-to-use planner for assigning tasks, tracking progress, and staying organized. And I've included a list of experience-based reward ideas to motivate you and celebrate your successes along the way. Grab your free workbook today and see just how manageable and rewarding decluttering can be. Today is the day to begin creating the home and life that you truly deserve. Don't let the weight of clutter or undone tasks hold you back any longer. Every small action you take today is a step towards living a life focused on what truly matters to you, your family, your goals, and your peace of mind. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. You have the tools, the strategies, and the community to support you. Together, let's turn your space into a place of calm, clarity, and joy. You've got this.